The area that became Grand Isle was originally inhabited by the Maliseet, Wolastoqiyik, people, who used the St. John River Valley for fishing, hunting, and travel. French explorers and missionaries arrived in the 17th to 18th centuries, and the settlement was first known as Madawaska, from a Maliseet word meaning, land of the porcupine. It later became part of the larger Madawaska Territory, Acadian settlement after the deportation, 1785 to 1800. Following the 1755 Acadian deportation, Grand Derangement, many Acadians fled British-controlled areas and resettled along the upper St. John River. In 1785, the first permanent Acadian families settled on what is now Grand Isle, granted land by the British after the American Revolution. They cleared forests and established long, narrow riverfront farms typical of French seigneurial patterns, the Aroostook War and Border Dispute, 1830s-1842. Grand Isle sat in the middle of the disputed Maine-New Brunswick border. Tensions peaked in 1839 during the bloodless Aroostook War, when Maine and New Brunswick militias confronted each other over timber rights. The 1842 Webster-Ashburton Treaty finally set the international boundary, placing Grand Isle firmly in Maine, USA, and splitting Acadian families and communities across the new border, incorporation and naming, 1859-1860s. The town was officially set off from Van Buren and incorporated as Grand Isle on March 6, 1859. The name comes from its position on a large island-like section of land formed by the St. John River and several streams. Farming, especially potatoes, lumbering, and river trade were the economic mainstays in the 19th and early 20th centuries. 20th century to today, Franco-American culture and decline/revival. Grand Isle remained a strongly French-speaking, Catholic Acadian community for generations. The mid-20th century saw population decline as young people left for jobs in mills and cities. Today, the town, population 400, preserves its Franco-American heritage through festivals like the Maine Acadian Culture Festival, historic churches, notably St. Gerard Majella, and the National Register-listed Grand Isle Historic District along Main Street, U.S. Route 1, featuring well-preserved 19th and early 20th century Acadian homes and barns.